A portion of today's video is kindly sponsored by Factor. Well, hey friends, it's Natalie. So glad you stopped by to hang out with me today. I am not someone who claims to get it all done, but today I am going to try my hardest. I have a to-do list that is a mile long because we are gonna have a bunch of people in our house tomorrow. More about that in a little bit. I just need to roll up my sleeves and get started and start tackling this to-do list. If you have anything around your house that you'd like to start tackling, then why don't you get on up and we can work together. Drop this emoji in the comments and let's get started. If you're new here, I would like to give you a warm welcome if you're just stopping by for the first time. My name is Natalie, and I love sharing videos about simple homemaking and creating cozy spaces and times for our family. I love sharing encouragement and gentle motivation in all of my videos, and today we have our work cut out for us, so I love rolling up my sleeves and getting it done and having your company while I do it. My baby turns 8 years old tomorrow. I'm trying to not really think about it and just get lost in my work. But wow, 8 years has gone by in the blink of an eye. It really has, and I know this is so cliche, but honestly, it feels like just yesterday I was coming home with a pink little blondie bundle of joy. But in the last 8 years, our joy has only increased with Haley. She is such a spunky, sweet ball of energy and has such a passion for life. And we are so excited to celebrate her tomorrow with a garden party that we are hosting by her request. This is exactly what she wanted, and we have the best weather that we are expecting. Beautiful sunshine with a light breeze, birds chirping, flowers all around us, friends and family all around us. And I'm so glad that I have you here to keep me company while I get stuff prepped, cleaned, ready. We've got food prep that we're doing, decorating that we're doing, tidying up and cleaning that we're doing, because I'm about to have 30 to 40 people in my house and in my yard, and we are going to have a blast. A little bit later on in this video, I have two very special things to share with you, something that's super special to our family and something that's very exciting that I think you're going to love. So stay tuned. I have so much to do today, and on busy days like this, I can forget to have lunch, and then by the end of the day, I feel like absolute crap. But thanks to Factor for helping me continue to fuel myself and for sponsoring the next couple of minutes of this video. Factor delivery day is the best. I'm so excited to have my fresh, never frozen, ready to heat meal kits right there on my doorstep, ready to stock up my fridge for the week. Factor meals are made with premium fresh ingredients. They're chef crafted, dietitian approved, and the best part, they can be made in as little as 2 minutes, which makes this busy mama very happy. It's super easy to go on the Factor website or their mobile app and set our orders, make selections of the different many meal options that they have. And honestly, you can't go wrong with anything that they offer. They have keto options, veggie and vegan options, calorie smart, carb conscious. We typically go with the protein plus meals because Weston and I love to have a good amount of protein in our meals, and you can actually pause or skip your weeks if you know you're going to be out of town or if you just don't need it that week. Factor is super flexible. There's no hoops to jump through to like cancel or pause your subscription. They make it very user friendly and pocketbook friendly. Today I get one of my favorites. Honestly, everything we've tried from Factor we've enjoyed, but this is at the top of the list. Smoky Gouda chicken. I'm gonna pop this in the microwave for a couple minutes. If you'd like to check out Factor for yourself, then follow the link in my description box, factor75.com. Use code 50NatalieB to get 50% off your first Factor order plus free shipping. That's factor75.com. Use code 50NatalieB for 50% off your first order plus free shipping. This goes in for 2 minutes. And that gives me just enough time to keep wiping down the rest of the appliances. And thanks again so much to Factor for making today's video possible. And lunch is ready. Okay, I'm gonna pause here, eat my lunch, and then we are on to other cleaning and prep. Okay, lunch is done. That's gonna stick with me for a little while. I think I would feel best having my very grimy windows wiped down, and then I think I'm gonna move on to cleaning our guest bathroom. I may just even clean it thoroughly and then lock the door until people show up tomorrow, because then I can just clean it and move on. Yes, we still have a paper snowflake on our window. In the springtime, that does need to come down. Hey, puppy. These have been on my windowsill since I planted them. These were paper whites. I think I planted these in November. I'm going to repurpose them for some table decor for Haley's party. Set these aside. Bring me the hand vacuum and the little attachment so I can vacuum up this windowsill, please. There's always this little line of puppy nose marks across the bottom of our windows, and I'm sure we will get some more between now and when guests arrive. But this is a nice little reset. The beautiful sunshine is calling my name. It is absolutely gorgeous outside. It's supposed to be even warmer tomorrow when we throw the party. It'll probably be the warmest day yet this year, tomorrow. How perfect is that? And we're having her party on her actual birthday. So the garden party idea that she had a few months ago when we were starting to talk about this was really just the perfect idea. Okay, I'm gonna go clean that bathroom. Children, do any of you know where the little lamp is that goes in the bathroom?
It's in her room.
Is it still charged? Okay. There we go. Thank you. I love this little rechargeable lamp that I put in here. It makes it so we don't have to plug it in. I actually have two. One's on the kitchen counter right now, charging and also giving light over there in a little cozy corner. And then I swap them out, so I always have both on and charged up and ready to go. You may notice since the last time I showed this guest bathroom, back when we remodeled it, yes, I know, it was a whole thing, but I didn't like the blue curtain that I had in here. I just felt like it didn't quite coordinate. It didn't look cohesive with the other colors in the room. So I found these, and I think they are absolutely perfect. They kind of tie in some of those plum tones in this painting that we've had in here for a while, and I think it all looks beautiful. Here comes the mop vac. I'm gonna let it do its thing. And once it exits, then I will close that door behind me and lock it until guests arrive tomorrow. Yep. Hey, Mom. Hey, I'm sorry I missed your call. What's up? Yeah. It'll be just fine. Go ahead. Uh-huh. Oh, that's sweet. Well, that would be fun. I mean, if you have the time to do it. Yeah, so she has 2 birthday cakes because we have up to 40 people gonna be here. That's fine. I also have some baguettes too, so if we make it through the focaccia and we still have like the caprese salad that I'm making and some of the artichoke dip left that we need bread for, I can quickly go in and just slice some. Thank you so much. All right, well, I'll see you tonight. I love you too. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. My mom is so sweet. She is making focaccia bread. It's called Van Dough. It's like a decorated focaccia, and she uses different herbs and veggies and stuff on it to create like a pretty sort of flower motif on it, and everyone looks different from the others, and she just uses what she has on hand and what she can find, and it's gonna be so pretty. She actually has her Van Dough focaccia recipe on her blog. I will link it in the description box for you guys if you want to check that out. I've just been sitting here working on a to-do list. I realized that the last time I wrote on this notebook, it must have been Thanksgiving when we hosted just about as many people as are going to be here tomorrow. Although having people in the springtime on a sunny day with most of us being outside most of the time feels way less daunting than the 40 people that we have in our home in the evening on an autumn night for Thanksgiving dinner. Both are fun, but I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. I'm kind of at the point now where I have done a few major tasks, and now I kind of don't know what to move on to next. So that's when I know it's time to start writing down what's on my mind and what would feel good to get checked off. I have some little party favors to make. I need to get out the tables and chairs into the front lawn. We're also gonna do like picnic style. I have a couple of quilts that we're gonna throw out there. Those planters that I grabbed from the front windowsill, I need to plant those up with some hyacinths and tulips. Those are gonna go on the tables outside. We've got to set up some lawn games, which I think I just saw Judah out there starting to get some of them out. He knew that was on my list, so bless his heart. I've got a bunch of plants outside that I newly planted up in our landscaping bed in the front that I need to make sure to water today because we're not supposed to have any rain between now and the end of the week, actually. But I especially want them nice and perky for our garden party tomorrow. I need to make sure that my fountain out there is full and operational because I would love to have that trickling while we're all spending time in the front yard. You guys know I love hosting. I love having people in my home, in my yard, but it can be a big undertaking. It can be something that is overwhelming. And when I'm starting to feel stressed or overwhelmed, I just remind myself of the 3 oods. It sounds so stupid to say it that way. Food, mood, and tude, as in attitude. If I have those 3 things under control, then whatever happens, whatever doesn't happen, it all just kind of falls into place. So I always make sure I put together a good menu, and it doesn't have to be the fanciest or expensive dishes. It just has to be a well-rounded menu that can serve all sorts of different appetites or likes and dislikes. We actually have several people here that have food intolerances or allergies that I'm also accommodating, which I'm happy to do. It's great that my mom is bringing that focaccia, which really helps me out, and it's going to add to the spread and visually, if nothing else, but the focaccia is delicious, and it'll go really well with the artichoke dip that I have. A lot of the stuff that I'm getting here is pre-made. I've got a Costco order coming in soon. In fact, I was just chatting with the Instacart shopper, pulling the stuff for me. Instacart is absolutely worth it for us, side note. It helps so much because I can be here working on things, and they can be there shopping for me, and I don't have to do both and spend time doing both. And honestly, for us living out this far from the nearest Costco or other store, the price in tip that we pay the shopper is about what we would pay in gas to go get to the grocery store. So it totally makes sense for our family to do Instacart. I love it so much. The next ood in that list, mood, is also really important. So that's any little touches of decor, pre-figuring out what music we want to play. I do not go all out on decorations, and no judgment to those who do. I've never put together a huge balloon arch. We don't really do big backdrops. When my kids were really little, I did more of that sort of thing, but now that they're older, I've just learned that that sort of thing kind of gets forgotten, and it's much more about the attitude behind it, spirit of the party, if you will, and your heart behind hosting. My mom shared in a video that we did years ago where we were talking about hosting. She said, you want to bless your guests, not stress your guests. And I would say that sometimes when I show up at a party, that has gone all out, and there's intricate little decorations and favors and everything is kind of fragile. It's a little bit stressful, keeping the kids away from touching things or messing up things. It feels a little bit more fussy. And again, this is not a criticism to those who really love to do that sort of thing. I more so try to focus on how people feel when they're sitting, enjoying the company of the guests and family and the time that we're spending together. We are not just celebrating Haley's birthday tomorrow. We also have something super, super special that we're celebrating for her as well. I'll tell you about that in a little bit, but I do need to head outside and start knocking off this to-do list, keeping the 3 oods in mind while I do it. I hope that's encouraging to you. It doesn't matter what sort of budget or how big your home is or whatever that you have, that you are working with to have a party or to host people or to do a holiday. I would say that whole attitude thing and just really wanting to bless your guests instead of impress your guests, it makes such a difference. It really does. I have thrown every sort of party. I'm not even kidding. Every sort of party. And the most successful ones are the more relaxed, low stress, low expectations, happy, loving sort of environments. And I sincerely hope that everyone here, especially Miss Haley Wren, feels blessed while they're here and feels relaxed and enjoys the special day. You're probably wondering what the heck is going on with the dining room table. This is a Weston Bennett specialty. When he sets the vacuum to go, he likes to put the chairs upside down on the table so that it vacuums as thoroughly as possible. Love it so much, and I'm actually keeping the chairs like this to prevent messes from being made on the dining room table. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Let's head out and start knocking some of this off the to-do list. Oh, what a lovely day.
Hey!
Oh, you guys are the best. How about we set up the ladder ball right,
That was the most flat area I could find.
Woo, that breeze. Oh, who opened my greenhouse? Can we get it closed, please, so that the door doesn't break? What else do we have to set up?
Croquet and cornhole.
Okay, tables are gonna be in the front yard.
Spiteful in the front yard.
Yeah, under that tree is fine. Okay, we do need to go on a dog poop and garbage hunt. Haley, can you plug in my fountain so we can see if it's working? Let's see if it's working. That's working. Yay. Is it a little crooked? I'll let it run for a little bit and see if I can adjust it. I don't know if it got knocked or what. That needs to go over on the fire cart. This is my favorite little corner of our yard, this shade garden that I worked on. I established this last year and I've added just a couple of things this year. I just think it's so pretty, especially with that fountain going in the background.
I have always been afraid of changes, but you show me life is full of faces. Sometimes clouds got in our favorite places, but we were young and unaware. Oh, I got you, there's no reason to chasing payment on my own, 'cause you're here to stay every night and day. I'm delighted 'cause I got you. La 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 la. I'm just fine 'cause I got you.
Those hyacinth and tulip planters turned out so pretty. I was just about to sit down to wrap these pansies and violas with the little paper doilies, but our Costco order just got here and it's getting pretty warm, so I'm gonna put all of this inside and start some food prep. I would rather get that done right now and then maybe work on these pansies and violas tonight. Oh, which reminds me, when I was talking to my mom earlier, she asked if I had any pansies and violas because she wants to sugar them to be the decor on Haley's cakes. I have a vanilla cake and a chocolate cake. No, I'm not any sort of baker, so they were ordered from Costco, and then we're gonna put little sugared pansies and violas on the top of them. My mom's going to sugar them for me, but she actually realized she didn't have any pansies and violas come up yet this year, and I have tons of them. So I'm gonna send Haley on a quest right now to go snip a bunch of them. We're gonna give them to her at church tonight, to my mom, and while Haley does that, I'm gonna unload these groceries and get started with some food prep. The vast majority of what is in this grocery haul is for the party tomorrow. But I did pick up a couple of things that we just needed. We needed some heavy cream, some taquitos, some Dave's bread, and that just goes into our pantry area. That's charcuterie. This is fruit. I have to taste test the chocolate covered pistachios, of course. Those will do. Say fruit. This is new. It's a blueberry basil salad kit, Braga Farms. I've never seen this before, but it popped up when I was searching for salads, so I thought that would be perfect. Beverages. I'm just gonna get over there. Oh, I should wash my hands. Okay, here is your reminder that you do not need to go all Martha Stewart to put together a nice spread if you are hosting people or throwing a party. You know what? If you do have your family recipes that you love to make from scratch, go for it, but it is okay to buy pre-made things and cut corners. Get yourself some bagged salads. I do pre-made veggie and fruit trays, and I'll just transfer them to my own platters to elevate it a little bit. No one can tell, no one cares, and it saves so much time and effort. We do not need to be super mommies out here and do everything from scratch and make it all ourselves in order for our guests to feel blessed, to fill their bellies, to bring them smiles. I took this pre-made fruit platter, I added some strawberries and grapes to it, threw on a few violas for a garnish, and it was beautiful. I got compliments on it, and it took me no time at all to put together. Paired with a couple of things that my mom is bringing, this spread turned out out beautiful. I'll show you a shot of all of it a little bit later on in this video, but I think it was pretty good if I do say so myself. While I have you, I wanted to share with you really quickly a fun announcement that I have for my channel. I am bringing back my Messy to Minimal series for the month of May. I would love to be able to go through as much of my home as possible in this month to reset it, do some ruthless decluttering. And if you enjoy that sort of content on my channel or you watched those videos in the past, we are going to be back at it for Minimal May. I would love it so much if you would subscribe, turn your bell notification on to all notifications. That way you don't miss when I post a new video in that series and for my Simple Summer series coming up a little bit later on. All right, one more tray to make up some charcuterie. I already have veggies done, the beginnings of the caprese salad. I just need to go get some basil at the store on my way home from church tonight. And then right before I serve it, I will drizzle with extra virgin olive oil, some balsamic vinegar, and then some flaky salt. I typically wait until right before serving to garnish or do like finishing oil sort of thing. Anything that I can do beforehand right now is less that I have to do tomorrow on the day of. I'm going to do some charcuterie. This will be a really simple one, and actually I'm not going to be opening up these spirella. I don't know how you pronounce that. I should probably know how to pronounce that since I have lots of Italian heritage. I'm just going to set these on this platter so that it's all together. I have some garlic and herb bagel chips to go with it. And then I do have a couple of cheese knife sets. There's no cheese here to cut. This set my mom gave to me as a hostess gift on Thanksgiving. And we haven't really hosted between then and now, except for like really casual get-togethers. So I'll be able to open that up. And then this set I got from The Sound of Music, from their PR team. They send out a Christmas package every year, which is so sweet. It's literally the only PR package that I accept these days, because how can I not? Sound of Music is my favorite movie. I have been in the stage production 3 times, and so I'll also use the little poker from this set. In fact, I think I'll take both out now, kind of in lieu of tongs. Haley, do you remember what you used to call tongs? Tauntauns?
Yeah, what?
I just think it's cute. I just want to hear you say it again. Speaking of tauntauns, I'm gonna get this little basket out. This is my serving utensils, and this is outside of the collection I have just for everyday use, although that does need to be decluttered. This whole kitchen needs a reset. My whole house needs a reset, but having this out is one less thing that I have to grab tomorrow. All of this charcuterie bundle, fruit, veggie, caprese platters need to go into the fridge, and we are in really good shape for the prep. I just have some little snacks. I got little Uncrustable sandwiches, some fruit bars. I have some munchies, chips, crackers, snacks, macarons. I'm gonna do like a little bowl of these chocolate covered pistachios, and all of that I can put together kind of as I putter around for the rest of the day and then before people show up tomorrow. So I will see you tomorrow. We woke up to the most beautiful morning on Haley's birthday, the day of her party, and as she and I worked together to set up the tables in the lawn and set out our quilts for picnic blankets, we just had the most wonderful conversation about what had happened a few days prior on Easter Sunday. And while we were doing that, she asked me if I would go ahead and share with you all here on my YouTube channel that Haley, after having given her heart to Jesus a couple of years ago, she stepped out and she made the choice for herself to be baptized. Weston got to be the one to baptize her on Easter Sunday. She recited to a crowd of 700 people all of Psalm 23, and she did it beautifully. There was not a dry eye in the house. We're just so grateful for the work of the Lord in all of our kids' lives. The boys both chose to get baptized last year. Haley is this year, and she would like to recite Psalm 23 for you now as you enjoy these few clips from her birthday. So take it away, Haley.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You have prepared a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever.